Good morning. My name is Sam Barnett. I'm the real estate broker representing Empire Development Group and the developer Empire Development Group and Empire Building Group. I'd like to thank all of you for taking the time to join us today as we break ground on North Fork Business Park. The Empire companies did extensive search throughout Iredell County and the surrounding areas before choosing this amazing 45-acre site here in Troutman. From the very start, we've had nothing but warm, positive interactions with the town of Troutman staff and its leaders. No mayor? Okay, all right. First of all, I'd like to start by introducing the Troutman council members, some of who are here today. When I call your name, if you'd please stand up to be recognized. Paul Hinkle. Felina Harris. George Harris. And Eddie Now and Jerry Oxer, who I don't believe are here today. We'd like to recognize them as well. The Town Council of Troutman has the very difficult job of finding a healthy balance between growth and maintaining the small town feel that makes Troutman so appealing. During the process of rezoning, they took the time to ask the detailed questions to really understand this project and to make sure it would be an asset to the town of Troutman and its citizens. They gave us helpful feedback that we used to fine-tune our plans for this project. We are thrilled that they shared in our vision and appreciate their service to this community. Thank you for them. Next, I'd like to introduce our Troutman Town Manager, Duck Wyatt. Would you please stand to be recognized? Duck does a great job as the Troutman manager and has really been nothing but supportive of us from the very beginning. He does a great job keeping the town of Troutman a place to live and do business. And he's quite entertaining as well if you've ever met him. If you haven't had the pleasure of meeting him, he's just a fantastic person and is very passionate about the town of Troutman. I'd also like to recognize the town staff. I'm not sure who is here, who is not, but the associate planner, Andrew Ventresca, and the planning director, Lynn Hare. They've just been fantastic to work with, help us navigate this whole process of the rezoning this property to industrial use. It was just such a pleasure, so easy to work with. We appreciate all their help and their guidance through this process. They're certainly a great asset to the town of Troutman. Next, I'd like to introduce you to the Iredell County Commissioner Chair, Melissa Nieder. Would you please stand up to recognize? Melissa is a lifelong resident of Iredell County. She's really passionate about the county and is a great public servant. I really enjoyed getting to know her yesterday. She's one of the reasons Iredell County is such a great place to live and work, and we're certainly lucky to have her voice and service in Iredell County. Jen Bosser, are you here yet?
I'm here.
Excellent, great. You said you'd be cutting it close. All right. Next, I'd like to introduce the President and CEO of Iredell County Economic Development Corporation, Jen Bosser. Can you please stand up to be recognized? So Jen has been instrumental in helping us put this project together, helping us navigate this process, and we'll be working close with her and her staff to help educate our potential customers about the incentives offered and to encourage people to choose Troutman and the County of Iredell. There's lots of other choices, but we really feel like this is the best choice for many of these businesses. Next, I'd like to introduce the builder and lead developer of North Fork Business Park, Butch Bowens. If you want to stand up to be recognized, please. Butch is the CEO of Empire Building Group and as well as a partner in the Empire Development Group. He's done many projects through the county, about 150 buildings total. He's been here since 1994, and he's really a staple of this county and this town. Good friend as well. We've been working together for several years. Really excited to be doing this project with him. Next, I'd like to introduce you to the co-developers, Peter Casatelli and Tony D'Alessandro. If you want to stand up and be recognized, please. Tony and Peter are partners with Butch Empire Development Group. You probably know if you've been in this county at any amount of time. They founded Dalla Casa Landscape Management, which is a really, really great company, really growing in this county. And we're really glad to have them a part of this project. Especially, we're going to address later about their contribution that we're going to have to making this place look, really, really beautiful through their landscaping. Tony, Peter, and Butch, if you would please join me up here. So as you can see here, this is our site plan for the park here. This is a 45-acre piece of property. We're going to have approximately 8 buildings that range in size from 15,000 square feet up to 200,000 square feet. We'll have many different types of businesses. We're going to have motorsports, manufacturing, distribution. So we're looking forward to bringing those companies to town here. A lot of job creation for the town, a lot of revenue generation for the town. So, and some of the potential purchasers of those properties are here, and we're glad to have them here as well. So to give you an idea of the product that we're going to be offering, it's a steel building. Could you please grab the siding there? So these buildings are going to be really nice looking. Some people think when they see a steel product that it's the crinkle steel that you see on old barns and things like that. But this is a very high quality product. This is an insulated metal panel product. It's got a stucco appearance. It's going to look really, really beautiful. They're going to have nice colors. And it's really, really high insulation. So you got a 2.5-inch foam sandwich effectively with steel on each side. And this serves as the inner wall and the outer wall. And why we think this is really important to do here, we want to keep Troutman looking really nice, keep the aesthetics up, and they're going to talk about landscaping here in a second. But we want to be great neighbors here. We want to keep the noise to a minimum, and this product is a really, really good noise insulator. It's also very efficient with regards to heating and cooling. So we're really excited to have Metalspan provide this product for us, and we're really excited. Cornerstone Building Products is the one supplying our steel, and the steel is metallic product. If you want to go ahead, Peter, Tony, you want to talk a little bit about the landscaping for the project?
Thank you all so much for coming. Basically, what Tony and I are going to do, obviously, Sam has already told you, we're in the landscape business. If you don't know our company, we've been members of Ardell County for over 20 years. But what we want to do with this business park is really enhance the curb appeal that it has. So it should be like no other business park that you drive through in Ardell County. Yeah. We're going to start off with mature trees. We're going to have berms in front of the property. It's going to be uplit with night lighting. It should be something that anybody that's a member of Ardell County should be proud to look at and drive through. It certainly will be the nicest business park we feel in Ardell County. Tony and I have 20, 30 years experience in the landscape industry. We've done a lot of projects in Ardell. We plan on this being one of our benchmark properties. So, thank you.
All right, thanks so much. You guys can have a seat. I'd like to call up Jen Bosser from Iredell County Development Corporation to please give some remarks today. Double mic.
Yeah. Thank you so much. What an exciting day. I appreciate the opportunity to be here. I appreciate your investment in Iredell County. It's really important that we have a diverse range of product, and that's something that I think this brings. We're like Sam said, you guys have been great partners, have done all the right things, hearing the concerns of the community, addressing the concerns of the community. There are always, things that you've got to think about when you are looking at development in the community and making sure that it's a complementary project to what's here. So just really appreciate that, the diligence that you all have put forth. And it's an exciting day. I'm just thrilled that we have more product, because really product is what's going to help us bring business. I was just at a meeting before this, which is why I made it on this on the skids. But it's, you know, a lot of times, especially now, if you can take the risk out of a decision for a company to locate, and you can help create, smooth that process through getting a site ready, having a building ready, working with quality product, quality site, having the partnership with the town, all that matters, and that's what helps us win projects. So that's my remarks. I just want to be brief, but I really appreciate everything everyone has done on this project, so thank you.
Thanks, Jen, so much for those remarks. Next, I'd like to call Melissa Nieder.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
I am so excited to be here, and that's just how I am, okay? The energy. But what stands out about this project, you've heard it, landscaping. And if you know me, you know that I'm easily distracted by plants. My favorite perfume is diesel, right after it's been cranked up on a coal tractor. But we won't have to, you know, I'm not kidding, Doug, you know that. I run a skid steer with the best of them. But anyway, the word balance has been referenced multiple times. So if you're a gymnast, which I'm not, you know you shouldn't look down at your feet, right? You're not going to look stacked like this either for pie in the sky ideas. How many of y'all like a striped lawn? Where do you look, gentlemen? Where do you look? Yeah, it's exactly right. You focus. You focus on opportunity. You focus on your target. And what do you get? Not just a good looking lawn, but something you can be proud of. My point is, you've got an opportunity right here to be proud of. It's change, yes. Sometimes it's hard to see change. I've seen a lot of businesses, a lot of industries come in. But what I see here is unique sizes. I see opportunity. Not to mention what really stands out in addition to that, local involvement. Right here. We got residents investing, expanding their business. That speaks volumes. The county works well with the EDC. There's been a variety of projects. But when I speak on a project, I like to get to know it. Hence the reason I was plaguing you last night at 8 o'clock. I wanted more information because I don't want to come out here and just say, great idea. No, I want to know what is going on in the county so we can have the opportunity. It's a great opportunity for those who are going to be a first-time business, expanding a business, compatible business. It's what we do here in Iredell County. We find opportunities and work together on those. Now you might hear from citizens a different version of what success looks like. It's going to be easy here. Well, it's because you got a skill set. Not everyone knows the difference between a hardwood, a pine, and an arborvitae and things such as that. I'm going to drive by to watch this project happen because I've got the utmost confidence in your dedication and hard work, what this is going to turn out. And I am speaking directly to you, gentlemen, because it's not only something you've done for years. I believe it's a passion that you want to show and make this something that people can drive by and say, hey, that is successful. A lot of times people don't know what goes on inside of a building, right? We drive past things all the time going, I don't know what goes on inside there, but outside, they could do something with that. We're going to have people driving by all the time and saying, hey, look what's going on there. Have you seen the lawns? Have you seen how they bed edge? Have you seen how they edge the sidewalks? These are the pieces of what makes success to citizens. They can drive by and not cringe. They can drive by and say, hey, did you see that business? That looks great. That's what we're excited about. Of course, I'll come by and see what plant material is selected to make sure it's compatible. Not all the same thing, right? Not all lying with
That's
compacted
right.
down. Yes. So, and I also understand there's going to be a berm. A lot of times there's areas where you need to protect residents. You need to give them the reassurance that the business is going to go on, which you've already just brought up. I didn't realize that samples would be here. It is an opportunity to have growth and business and industry exist with neighbors. So I'm excited to see this project. I could go on and on about plant material, but I'll save y'all for that. I'll keep an eye on you though. Don't think I won't come by and check.
We look forward to it.
All right. Thank y'all so much, Sam. I hand the mic back to you, but I look forward to keeping this project going.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Melissa. We really appreciate those remarks. I have some remarks that I wanted to read here from our North Carolina House of Representatives, Jeff McNeely. He's on vacation, unfortunately couldn't make it, but he's really, really excited about this project, and I want to just share his words for you. It is with great pride that we are here today for this wonderful opportunity as we break ground on North Fork Business Park. Troutman continues to work diligently at increasing its commercial presence. The park will continue their plans to become a leader in the region. I look forward to seeing new opportunities and success rise out of the ground on this site. I'm sorry I can't be here today, but know that me and my staff will support your efforts in any way we can. Congratulations again, and God bless. Next, I would like to call Duck Wyatt for some likely entertaining remarks.
Thank you. Thank all of you all for coming to our great town of Troutman. The unique thing about this project that I think is it's not just about Troutman, it's not just about what the project's going to do for Troutman, but from day one, whether it was Tony and Peter, when I first met them out here when they was looking to buy property initially, Butch and I have known each other a lot of years with the over 150 buildings that he's built in Iredell County. But at the same token, I'm back at the office talking to the planner about these two Yankee guys that I met that are wanting to come here and disrupt our town. And then one of the police officers starts tapping his gun. I said, "What the hell are you doing?" He said, "Those are my uncles." I said, "Oh, okay." But the point with that is these group of guys, including Sam, when they've come and talked from day one, they didn't just pick Troutman because it was a nice spot on the map. Iredell County, the town of Troutman, and our neighboring towns and cities, Statesville and Mooresville, have been leading this state for a long time in what we offer economically, what we offer in the business community, and Butch has been a great part of us getting to the next steps. Whether it has been the roller coaster ride of the economy is doing excellent, or the lows of certain people in the White House ruining things for us. Butch has always figured out, well, I can make this work because I know the good side of business. And I'm not going to get into today's politics. You all can decide that next year. But the point is, this group from day one had relationships, whether it be legitimate family that worked here, or whether it be their business relationships throughout Iredell County, and from two young men that sought Iredell County. Of all the places they had in the United States to go and do business, they chose Iredell County. That business prospered. They come across Butch, and somehow or another over coffee, they decide, maybe we can do a project together. And it's exhilarating on one hand, but it just goes to showcase what Iredell County is about. And that's when people come and do good business, they continue to thrive, and they get bigger and better with other projects. Just like these building materials that they're talking about. This is not something that our planning and zoning board or our town council said, you're gonna do this or you're gonna do that. From having conversations with neighbors, this group took what we had as input and said, what can we do to make it better? This whole corridor here, there's one other developer that has been here that Butch has had a great relationship with that did one project right up the road that when she started that, everybody laughed and said, this lady has lost her mind. Why would she build a 1 million square foot building in the middle of Troutman? Where is that? Why would you go and do that? And before she got it completed, there were a lot of people knocking on the door saying, we want to buy it. And it was never for sale, but it finally got to the point to where she said, okay, I've got to sell and then reinvest in Iredell County. She's bought additional properties in Statesville, Mooresville, and in Troutman. And this is just a perfect example of what good things happen when good people do the proper things that they're supposed to. General Mallory is here with us today, back from even before either one of us was elected back in the day. We talked about the vision of Iredell County and where it could go and how it would grow. And because of people like this, we're growing the right way. This whole corridor is on the Troutman's land use plan of being commercial, industrial, with a little bit of mixed residential in it. But this is where we follow plans. Going back to somebody's comments earlier, I think Melissa's, when you ask the general public, we get a mirage of different opinions on what a project takes to be successful. Why don't you do this and why don't you do that? Unless you built 150 buildings, you really don't get a good comprehensive idea of what it takes to take care of your business client and also to be a good partner in the community. And I would like to think that over the years, Butch specifically, being the most senior of the group, has definitely used all of those experiences to bring here to this project to where this is going to be one of the main focal points that we have for a few more projects that we hope will be in the pipeline in the next few years here. I think if you're choosing Troutman, but it really in the flip side of that, Troutman chose you all because of the opportunities we have and because of Iredell County, the county commissioners and of course EDC. There's several folks here from EDC, Jim Marshall, Paul, and some others. If I miss somebody, I'm sorry. But this just goes to show that our area is doing the right things the right way. And I'm proud of even our state government for making sure that people know this is a business-friendly state, but at the same time, we're not selling our soul just to get businesses here. Because if they come and they don't do a quality product, they're going to be gone and you won't have others to follow. And just Butch's example of starting out with that first building, he's still here. We haven't run him off yet because he has followed the rules. And we look forward to seeing this project here that's identified take root and be the foundation of what should be an expanded area beyond it. And I thank all of you all again for coming to Troutman. Make sure to stop and eat at one of our restaurants before you go somewhere else as you leave town. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Doug. We appreciate those remarks. At this time, I'd like to recognize Blue Harbor Bank. Raise your hand if you're with Blue Harbor Bank here. I appreciate you guys coming out here. We have such a great relationship with Blue Harbor Bank. Not only helping us with this project and other projects and other customers, but we're working hand in hand with them to help our customers that are here get really attractive financing and be able to bring lots of different kinds of business. I didn't give you a heads up, but Jim Marshall, president of Blue Harbor Bank, would you like to speak a few words?
Thank you very much for recognizing us. I just want to compliment these gentlemen for their vision, their foresight, the town of Troutman as well. This is a beautiful site. I think it was complemented very well, and these guys have been very successful with that. So congratulations to them in the town of Troutman as well.
Thanks, Jim, for those remarks. We really appreciate it. It really means the world to us that so many people came out here to support us and be part of this at 10 o'clock on a Tuesday. We know you have other things to do, and luckily the weather cooperated with us. So at this time, if we could, if all of our elected officials could come with me behind here, and Jim Marshall from Blue Harbor Bank, we want to go ahead and do our official groundbreaking with our shovels. Thanks so much for coming. We just want to thank you all so much for being part of this, and we're really excited. excited to have you guys make the first take and break ground here. So go for it.
All right, am I throwing this at Doug?
Yes, we are.
Ready? All right,
One, two, three.